From ancient harbors, ships once set sail across vast oceans, discovering and connecting distant continents, forging an empire upon which the sun never set. Its strength was not only measured by territories, but by an enduring influence on language, law, and culture values that still echo across the world today. The legacy of that history can still be felt in stone castles, standing firm in timeless cityscapes where medieval streets blend seamlessly with modern skylines. Today, this land embodies a rare harmony, royal traditions standing side by side with the rhythm of a global cultural and financial hub. Quiet villages existing alongside vibrant cities, timeless tales woven together with the energy of youthful innovation. This is the United Kingdom, a nation both ancient and modern, preserving its heritage while continuing to shape the world. And the journey has only just begun. Step into the United Kingdom and discover the wonders that await. London, the capital of the United Kingdom, is a city where history and modernity intertwine. With roots stretching back nearly 2 millennia, it has grown into Britain's largest metropolis and a global hub for finance, culture, and innovation. Situated along the River Thames in southeastern England, London is surrounded by the M25 motorway and a protected green belt, preserving its distinct boundaries while allowing for a dynamic urban core. Unlike cities with a single dominant center, London is a polycentric metropolis with multiple districts, each offering a unique character. The northern banks of the Thames host many of its most famous landmarks, while the south features a tapestry of residential neighborhoods. The city's architectural landscape is equally diverse, from medieval streets and grand Victorian structures to soaring modern skyscrapers. London's cultural and artistic influence is undeniable. Its history dates back to the Roman-founded Londinium, established in AD 43, with remnants like the London Wall still visible today. Over the centuries, London became a center of global power, flourishing during the height of the British Empire. Today, the city remains a captivating destination where the past meets the future, offering visitors a rich blend of historic landmarks, cutting-edge innovation, and a vibrant cultural scene that continues to evolve. Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, sits on the southern shore of the Firth of Forth, surrounded by dramatic cliffs and rolling hills. Steeped in history, the city has served as a military stronghold, a hub of intellectual thought, and now the seat of the Scottish Parliament. Its striking skyline is defined by towering spires, medieval stone buildings, and the imposing Edinburgh Castle, perched atop Castle Rock. The city's charm lies in the contrast between its old town and new town, both recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The old town, with its winding alleyways and centuries-old structures, reflects Edinburgh's medieval past, while the neoclassical new town boasts elegant streets, grand squares, and Georgian architecture. Nearby, Arthur's Seat, an extinct volcano, offers breathtaking panoramic views of the city and its surroundings. Beyond its historic appeal, Edinburgh is a cultural powerhouse. Every year, Edinburgh comes alive with world-renowned festivals, drawing artists and visitors from across the globe. From its iconic summer celebrations to vibrant cultural events throughout the year, the city offers an electrifying atmosphere filled with creativity, music, and performance. With its rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant cultural scene, Edinburgh is a must-visit destination for travelers seeking both heritage and creativity. Manchester, the heart of northern England, is a city shaped by history and industry. Once the engine of the Industrial Revolution, it transformed from a small market town into a global manufacturing powerhouse, driven by its booming textile trade. Though its industrial dominance has waned, Manchester remains a dynamic urban hub with a rich cultural legacy. The city's architectural landscape reflects its storied past, from grand Victorian-era buildings to modern steel and glass structures. Iconic sites like the Town Hall, Castlefields Industrial Heritage, and the repurposed Royal Exchange showcase its resilience. Museums such as the Museum of Science and Industry and the Manchester Art Gallery celebrate its contributions to industry and the arts. Manchester is also a mecca for sports and music. Home to Manchester United and Manchester City, it draws football fans from around the world. Its vibrant music scene, which gave rise to legendary bands like the Smiths and Oasis, continues to thrive. Beyond its industrial roots, Manchester offers a lively nightlife, world-class shopping at the Arndale Centre, and cultural landmarks like the Lowry. Whether exploring its historic streets or catching a football match, Manchester remains an essential destination for travelers seeking a city that blends past and present. Liverpool, a historic port city in northwestern England, stretches along the Mersey estuary, just a few miles from the Irish Sea. Founded in 1207 by King John, it remained a small town for centuries before emerging as a major global trade hub in the 18th century. Its strategic location fueled rapid economic growth, with the city playing a central role in the Atlantic slave trade and transatlantic commerce. By the 19th century, Liverpool had become one of Britain's most prosperous cities, home to extensive docks, pioneering rail connections, and a diverse population, including a large influx of Irish immigrants fleeing the Great Famine. Liverpool's maritime legacy is still evident along its historic waterfront, once designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Beyond its maritime heritage, Liverpool is celebrated as the birthplace of the Beatles, attracting music lovers to landmarks like the Cavern Club and the Beatles Story Museum. The city's architectural gems, from the neoclassical St. George's Hall to the contrasting Anglican and Metropolitan cathedrals, showcase its rich cultural tapestry. Despite economic decline in the mid-20th century, Liverpool has reinvented itself as a dynamic tourism and cultural centre. With the city's thriving arts scene, world-class museums, and historic districts draw millions of visitors each year. Oxford, famously known as the City of Spires, is a place where history, academia, and culture intertwine. Located at the confluence of the River Thames and the Cherwell, this picturesque city has been a centre of learning and influence for centuries. Its origins date back to Saxon times, when it was a strategic military stronghold, later fortified by the Normans with Oxford Castle and defensive walls. By the 12th century, the establishment of the University of Oxford transformed the city into an intellectual powerhouse. Some of its earliest colleges still stand today, with their medieval courtyards, libraries, and chapels, offering a glimpse into centuries of scholarly tradition. Over time, Oxford's history became inseparable from that of the university, with notable events like the riots of 1355 and its role as King Charles I's royalist headquarters during the English Civil War, shaping its legacy. Beyond its academic heritage, Oxford thrived as a market town before emerging as an industrial centre in the 19th and 20th centuries. Though these industries have declined, the city remains a dynamic hub, balancing its historic charm with a modern cultural scene. Visitors can discover world-class museums, showcasing everything from Renaissance art to ancient relics, or stroll through charming streets filled with historic pubs, lively bookshops, and grand colleges. Cambridge, located in Cambridgeshire, England, is best known as the home of the prestigious University of Cambridge. The city sits along the eastern bank of the River Cam, with university colleges extending westward. With roots dating back to Roman times, Cambridge boasts historic sites. It received its first charter in 1207 and has preserved its governance system since the Middle Ages, making it one of England's most historically significant cities. Often described as England's only true university city, Cambridge enchants visitors with its breathtaking Gothic architecture. The iconic King's College Chapel, with its soaring vaulted ceiling and exquisite stained glass windows, stands as a masterpiece of medieval design. Picturesque green spaces line the river, offering scenic walks and peaceful retreats. Elegant bridges, like the Bridge of Sighs, the Clare Bridge with its distinctive stone balls, and the Mathematical Bridge further enhance the city's charm. Beyond its academic prestige, Cambridge is a cultural hub filled with world-class museums. Its winding streets are dotted with cozy cafes, antique shops, and renowned bookshops. The River Cam is a focal point of local life, where punting and boating provide a quintessential Cambridge experience. Just 95 kilometers north of London, Cambridge effortlessly blends academic heritage, historic elegance, and modern vibrancy, making it an unforgettable destination for visitors. York, a city where history and heritage intertwine, sits at the meeting point of the rivers Ouse and Foss in northern England. Founded by the Romans in 71 AD as Eboracum, it later became the capital of Viking-controlled Northumbria under the name Jorvik, before emerging as a powerful medieval hub. York Minster, the largest Gothic cathedral in England, reflects the city's deep ecclesiastical roots, while its well-preserved medieval walls, stretching 2.5 miles, provide a unique vantage point over its historic streets. The Shambles, a narrow, timber-framed street, retains its medieval character, while Clifford's Tower, a remnant of William the Conqueror's fortifications, echoes the city's turbulent past. Through the centuries, York evolved into a thriving trade and cultural center, flourishing on the wool industry before becoming a major railway hub in the 19th century. Today, the city blends old and new, with attractions like the Roundtree Park, York City Walls, York Crown Court, and York Castle Museum, offering immersive experiences. The city's vibrant cultural scene includes annual festivals, ghost tours, and a dynamic arts community, earning it a UNESCO City of Media Arts designation. With its rich history, stunning architecture, and lively atmosphere, York remains one of England's most captivating destinations, inviting travelers to step back in time while enjoying a modern, thriving city. Glasgow, Scotland's largest city, sits along the River Clyde, blending rich history with modern vibrancy. Once a modest religious settlement founded by Street Mungo in the 6th century, it grew into a bustling trade hub, fueled by its prime location between the highlands and lowlands. The Industrial Revolution brought shipbuilding, engineering, and manufacturing, shaping Glasgow into a powerhouse of industry. Though economic shifts led to decline, the city has since reinvented itself as a cultural and technological center. Today, Glasgow thrives with world-class museums, theatres, and music venues. The Kelvingrove Art Gallery, Riverside Museum, and the Scottish Ballet highlight its artistic spirit, while Hampden Park and the legendary Celtic Rangers rivalry showcase its deep love for football. Education remains a pillar, with institutions like the University of Glasgow and the Glasgow School of Art driving innovation. For travelers, Glasgow offers a dynamic mix of historic landmarks and contemporary attractions. The Scottish Event Campus hosts major concerts and conferences, while the vibrant West End is home to charming cafes and indie shops. Recognized as the UK's most vegan-friendly city, it also boasts a thriving culinary scene. Whether exploring its historic streets or enjoying its modern pulse, Glasgow delivers a captivating experience. Belfast, the capital of Northern Ireland, sits at the mouth of the River Lagan as it flows into Belfast Lough. Its history stretches back to the Stone and Bronze Ages, with remnants of Iron Age forts still visible on the hills surrounding the city. The name Belfast comes from the Gaelic Beal Feast, meaning mouth of the sandbank or crossing of the river. The city's modern foundation began in 1611, when Baron Arthur Chichester built a castle and encouraged its growth. By the 19th century, Belfast had become a major industrial centre, renowned for its linen production and shipbuilding. The city's history is marked by both economic prosperity and periods of conflict. In the 20th century, Belfast was central to sectarian conflicts, especially during the Troubles from the late 1962 to the 1992. Violence and political unrest defined Belfast's modern history until the 1998 Good Friday Agreement brought peace and economic renewal. Since then, Belfast has experienced significant growth, with investments in tourism, technology, and the service sector transforming its economy. Today, Belfast is a vibrant blend of history and modernity. Attractions like Titanic Belfast, Victoria Square, Church of St Anne, and the Grand Opera House showcase the city's rich past. While trendy bars, restaurants, and shopping districts highlight its contemporary charm. Cardiff, the capital of Wales, is a city where history meets modern vibrancy. Nestled on the Bristol Channel at the mouth of the River Taff, its origins date back to a Roman fort established in the 1st century. The Normans later strengthened Cardiff Castle, turning it into a seat of power for centuries. Over time, the city evolved from a small medieval town into a major trading hub. The 19th century marked Cardiff's rapid expansion, fueled by the booming coal industry. By 1913, it had become the world's largest coal-exporting port, attracting workers and merchants from across the globe. Although the coal trade declined after World War I, Cardiff continued to thrive, gaining official recognition as the capital of Wales in 1955. Today, it stands as the country's leading centre for administration, culture, and education, hosting the Welsh Parliament and several prestigious universities. Visitors to Cardiff can explore its rich heritage at Cardiff Castle, Llandaff Cathedral, and the National Museum Wales, which houses an impressive collection of art and artifacts. The revitalized Cardiff Bay area offers a dynamic waterfront experience, with attractions, museums, and a diverse culinary scene. With its striking blend of historical landmarks, thriving art scene, and modern attractions, Cardiff is not only the heart of Wales, but also one of the UK's most captivating destinations. Brighton, a vibrant coastal city in southeastern England, is renowned for its rich history, stunning seaside, and lively cultural scene. Once a modest fishing village, Brighton's transformation began in the 18th century when it became a fashionable health retreat. This trend attracted notable figures, including the Prince Regent, later King George IV, who left a lasting legacy with the opulent Royal Pavilion. The arrival of the railway in 1841 cemented Brighton's status as a premier seaside destination, drawing visitors from London and beyond. The city boasts a picturesque pebble beach stretching over 7 miles, iconic Victorian-era piers, and a lively promenade lined with shops, cafes, and entertainment venues. The Lanes, a historic quarter, offers a maze of narrow alleyways filled with antique shops, boutiques, and eateries, adding to Brighton's charm. Brighton is also celebrated for its diverse communities and vibrant arts scene, hosting numerous festivals. The city's nightlife, music, and cultural offerings make it a dynamic hub year-round. Home to the University of Sussex and other institutions, Brighton has a youthful energy, blending historic elegance with a modern, bohemian spirit. Brighton's charm lies in its timeless appeal, where historic elegance meets a lively, contemporary spirit, offering visitors an unforgettable experience. Bath, set along the River Avon, is one of England's most captivating cities, celebrated for its elegant Georgian architecture, rich history, and rejuvenating thermal waters. The city's natural hot springs have drawn visitors for millennia, first attracting the Romans, who built the grand bathing complex of Aquae Sulis in the 1st century, dedicated to the goddess Sulis Minerva. The remnants of these ancient baths, along with the pump room and the modern Thermae Bath Spa, continue to make Bath a premier wellness destination. Beyond its Roman legacy, Bath is home to the magnificent Gothic abbey of Street Peter and Street Paul, where Edgar was crowned the first King of England in 973. During the 18th century, the city flourished into a fashionable spa retreat under the influence of socialite Richard Nash and architects John Wood, the Elder and Younger, who designed architectural masterpieces like the Royal Crescent, the Circus, and Pulteney Bridge. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987, Bath is not only an architectural gem, but also a vibrant cultural hub. The city hosts a variety of festivals, from the Bath Literature Festival to the International Music Festival, and is home to world-class museums. Exploring its landmarks, enjoying the spas, or diving into its cultural heritage, you'll find Bath a timeless journey through England's past and present. The City of Westminster is the political and cultural heart of London, sitting on the north bank of the Thames and forming part of the historic county of Middlesex. Established as a borough in 1965, it encompasses renowned districts and iconic landmarks like Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, and the Houses of Parliament. Home to some of England's most prestigious institutions, Westminster boasts world-class museums, such as the National Gallery and Tate Britain, along with premier shopping districts and luxury hotels. The area is also rich in green spaces, offering a refreshing contrast to its bustling streets. Westminster's history dates back to Roman times, with its significance growing in the 11th century. By the 13th century, the Palace of Westminster became the seat of England's Parliament, solidifying the area's role as the nation's political hub. Over the centuries, Westminster evolved, with its royal residences shifting from the Palace of Whitehall to Buckingham Palace, while the legal courts relocated to the Royal Courts of Justice in the 19th century. A diverse and evolving hub, Westminster has drawn immigrants from 17th century French Huguenots to 20th century Chinese and Middle Eastern communities. Today, it remains a vibrant cultural hub where history and modernity seamlessly intertwine. As the symbolic heart of British politics, its influence extends beyond London, shaping governance models worldwide through the Westminster system. Newcastle upon Tyne, commonly known as Newcastle, is a city on the northern bank of the River Tyne in northeastern England. With a rich history, the city traces its origins to the Roman settlement of Pons Aelius, and later became a key fortress under the Normans, when Robert Curthose, son of William the Conqueror, built a castle there in 1080. Due to its strategic location, Newcastle flourished over the centuries, evolving from a medieval wool trade hub into a major industrial powerhouse during the Industrial Revolution, particularly in shipbuilding and coal mining. The phrase, "carrying coals to Newcastle," originated from the city's once thriving coal industry. Today, Newcastle is a cultural, educational, and financial center in the northeast of England. The city is home to historic landmarks such as Newcastle Castle, Street, Nicholas Cathedral, the iconic Tyne Bridge, and remnants of Hadrian's Wall. It also hosts Newcastle University, one of the UK's leading academic institutions. Beyond its historical heritage, Newcastle attracts visitors with its vibrant art scene, diverse museums, and lively atmosphere along the quayside's pubs and restaurants. Blending past and present, Newcastle is a must-visit destination for those passionate about history, architecture, and British culture. Bristol, a historic city in southwestern England, sits along the rivers Avon and Frome, about 190 kilometers west of London. Once part of Gloucestershire and Somerset, it became a county in 1373 and later a unitary authority in 1996. A major seaport since medieval times, Bristol thrived on wool trade with Spain and Portugal, later becoming a key hub for sugar, tobacco, and chocolate production. The city's maritime legacy includes John Cabot's 1497 voyage to North America. By the 19th century, Bristol faced competition from Liverpool, but innovations like the floating harbour and Brunel's engineering marvels, including the Clifton Suspension Bridge, revitalized its trade. Modern Bristol blends history with innovation. The aerospace industry at Filton is a cornerstone of its economy, alongside manufacturing and refined goods. Architectural highlights include the Gothic masterpiece, Street Mary Redcliffe, and the historic Bristol Cathedral. The city's diverse architectural styles span centuries, from medieval structures to the unique Bristol Byzantine style of the 19th century. Beyond its rich past, Bristol is a dynamic travel destination with a vibrant art scene, festivals, and scenic harborside attractions. Whether exploring its historic streets or enjoying its cultural offerings, visitors will find Bristol a captivating mix of old and new. Nottingham, located along the River Trent, is one of England's most historic and significant cities, famed for the legend of Robin Hood and its rich heritage. Settled by the Anglo-Saxons in the 6th century, it later became a key centre under the Danelaw and flourished following the Norman conquest. Today, the city blends history with modern vibrancy. Nottingham Castle, linked to the Robin Hood legend, has been restored as an art museum. Old Market Square, one of the largest in England, serves as the city's bustling heart. With 2 renowned theatres, prestigious universities, and the title of a UNESCO City of Literature, Nottingham boasts a thriving cultural and creative scene. The city is also a major sports hub, home to Nottingham Forest and Notts County football clubs, the iconic Trent Bridge cricket ground, and top-tier facilities like the National Ice Centre. A well-connected transport system, featuring trams and England's largest publicly owned bus network, makes exploring Nottingham effortless. Beyond its historical charm, Nottingham offers diverse travel experiences, from vibrant markets and the historic Lace Market district to lush parks and green spaces. It is a must-visit destination for those who appreciate history, culture, and the dynamic energy of a modern city. Leeds, the largest city in Yorkshire, is a dynamic blend of history, culture, and industry. Located along the River Aire, about 48 km northeast of Manchester, the city evolved from an Anglo-Saxon township into a thriving textile hub by the 16th century. The Industrial Revolution propelled Leeds into engineering, manufacturing, and trade, with the Leeds and Liverpool Canal 1816 and the railway 1848, cementing its role as a major industrial centre. Today, Leeds is a vibrant cultural and commercial powerhouse. Architectural gems like Leeds Town Hall and the Corn Exchange highlight its Victorian grandeur, while modern additions such as the Trinity Leeds Shopping Centre and First Direct Arena bring contemporary flair. The city's rich performing arts scene includes the Leeds Grand Theatre, the West Yorkshire Playhouse, and the historic City Varieties Music Hall. Outdoor enthusiasts can explore more than 200 parks, including Roundhay Park and Temple Newsam, known for its Tudor Jacobean mansion and scenic landscapes. Sports fans will find world-class venues like Headingley Stadium and Elland Road, home to Leeds United. Leeds is also a key financial and academic centre, with 3 universities and a thriving business district. Its strong transport links make it a prime destination for visitors. Leeds offers a captivating mix of old and new, making it an appealing destination for those who love history, shopping, nightlife, or green space. Sheffield, nestled in South Yorkshire, is a city shaped by its industrial legacy and stunning natural surroundings. Known as the Steel City, Sheffield played a pivotal role in the Industrial Revolution, pioneering advancements in metallurgy, including stainless steel production. While its steel industry has declined, the city remains a key manufacturing hub and has successfully reinvented itself with a growing economy and vibrant cultural scene. Beyond industry, Sheffield is one of England's greenest cities, with over 250 parks and woodlands. A third of its area lies within the breathtaking Peak District National Park, offering countless outdoor adventures. The city's rich history dates back to Anglo-Saxon times, with medieval castles, historic churches, and remnants of ancient settlements. Modern Sheffield is a dynamic urban centre with renowned universities, a thriving arts scene, and a deep-rooted sporting tradition. It's home to the world's oldest football club, Sheffield FC, and hosts the prestigious World Snooker Championship. Festivals like Tramlines and Sensoria add to the city's lively cultural landscape. With ongoing redevelopment projects and a strong sense of identity, Sheffield blends heritage with modernity, making it a fascinating destination for both history enthusiasts and urban explorers. Canterbury, nestled in Kent, England, is a city rich in history and culture, best known for its iconic cathedral, a cornerstone of English Christianity since the 7th century. This UNESCO World Heritage Site has long been a pilgrimage destination, famously depicted in Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales. The city's origins trace back to pre-Roman times, evolving from the Celtic settlement of the Cantiaci to the Roman town of Duravernum Cantiacorum. Roman walls, medieval gates, and remnants of St. Augustine's Abbey hint at its storied past. In the Middle Ages, the murder of Archbishop Thomas Becket in Canterbury Cathedral transformed the city into a major spiritual hub. Despite suffering damage in World War II, Canterbury has retained its medieval charm, with cobbled streets, ancient churches, and historic landmarks like the Westgate Towers and the ruins of Canterbury Castle. The King's School, founded over 1,000 years ago, remains one of the world's oldest educational institutions. Today, Canterbury thrives as a vibrant blend of old and new. It boasts a bustling market scene, renowned universities, and cultural attractions like the Marlow Theatre. Visitors can explore the scenic River Stour, wander through historic sites, or enjoy the annual Canterbury Festival, celebrating the city's artistic heritage. Chester is one of England's most captivating historic cities, nestled along the River Dee near the Wales border. Founded by the Romans in AD 79 as Deva Victrix, it was once a key military stronghold and later evolved into a thriving medieval trade center. Today, Chester proudly preserves its rich heritage, featuring remarkably well-preserved city walls. The city's unique character is reflected in the Rose, a rare collection of medieval shopping galleries with two-tiered storefronts, and its signature black and white, half-timbered buildings from the Victorian era. Iconic landmarks, such as Chester Cathedral, which traces its origins to a 10th-century abbey, and the medieval Beeston Castle, offering sweeping views of the Cheshire countryside, add to Chester's timeless appeal. Beyond its architectural wonders, Chester offers a dynamic cultural scene. With its cobbled streets, quaint cafes, and riverside promenades, Chester beautifully blends history with modern charm. Inverness, the northernmost city in the United Kingdom, is often regarded as the capital of the Scottish Highlands. Nestled along the banks of the River Ness, which flows from the legendary Loch Ness, the city has long been a strategic and cultural hub. Historically, it served as the stronghold of the Picts under King Brodie, who was visited by St. Columba in 565. By the 12th century, it had become a royal burgh under King Malcolm III, and its prominence continued to grow over the centuries. Inverness Castle, perched on a hill overlooking the river, stands on the site of a fortress destroyed during the Jacobite Rising in 1746. The city is home to several historic landmarks, including St Andrew's Cathedral, the town steeple, and the Old High Church. Beyond its rich history, Inverness is a thriving centre of commerce, education, and tourism. Its economy has expanded significantly in recent years, with industries such as technology, agriculture, and fish processing playing key roles. The city also serves as a gateway to the breathtaking landscapes of the Highlands, attracting visitors eager to explore rugged mountains, picturesque lochs, and ancient castles. With an international airport providing easy access and a reputation for being one of the happiest and most livable cities in the UK, Inverness is a destination that blends heritage, natural beauty, and modern vibrancy. Aberdeen, known as the Granite City, lies along Scotland's North Sea coast, nestled between the Dee and Don rivers. This historic city, with roots tracing back 8,000 years, blends its medieval charm with modern energy. Once a fishing and shipbuilding hub, Aberdeen now thrives on industries like oil, renewable energy, and tourism. The city's strategic location turned it into a vital player during the North Sea oil boom, earning it the title Oil Capital of Europe. Visitors can explore Old Aberdeen's medieval charm or stroll through Castlegate, home to the 17th century Market Cross. Fyvie Castle is a beautiful and impressive historic castle located in Aberdeenshire, Scotland, famous for its ancient architecture, art galleries, and the mysterious stories associated with it. Aberdeen also boasts vibrant cultural offerings, from the music hall's neoclassical elegance to bustling festivals and events. If you love history, architecture, or the stunning coastline, Aberdeen offers an unforgettable experience. This city seamlessly connects the past and present, making it a must-visit destination for those seeking a blend of heritage and modernity. Swansea, the second largest city in Wales, sits along the Bristol Channel at the mouth of the River Tawey. With a history stretching from the Viking Age to the Norman era, the city was once a major industrial hub, particularly in coal mining and metallurgy during the 18th and 19th centuries. Though these industries declined in the 20th century, Swansea has transformed into a vibrant centre for commerce, education, and tourism. Today, Swansea attracts visitors with its stunning beaches along Swansea Bay and the breathtaking landscapes of the Gower Peninsula, the first area in the UK to be designated as an area of outstanding natural beauty. The modern city centre, rebuilt after World War II, blends contemporary architecture with historic landmarks like Swansea Castle. Swansea's blend of history and modernity is reflected in its vibrant city centre, rebuilt after World War II, featuring a mix of contemporary design and historical landmarks such as Swansea Castle. Beyond its cultural attractions, the city is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts, offering surfing, coastal hiking, and opportunities to explore ancient sites. Portsmouth, a dynamic port city in Hampshire, England, is steeped in naval history and strategically located on Portsea Island. As one of Britain's most important naval bases for centuries, it is home to historic warships and maritime treasures at Portsmouth Historic Dockyard. The National Museum of the Royal Navy offers deeper insights into the city's maritime past, while the striking Spinnaker Tower, standing 170 meters tall, provides breathtaking panoramic views of the coastline. Beyond its military heritage, Portsmouth is a thriving tourist destination. Southsea, the city's vibrant seaside resort, features sandy beaches, Southsea Castle, built by Henry VIII, and 2 historic piers that host amusement parks and lively entertainment. From here, travelers can take a ferry to the Isle of Wight or experience the world's only regular hovercraft service. Portsmouth's waterfront is also home to Gunwharf Quays, a premier shopping and dining destination set against the picturesque harbour backdrop. The city boasts a rich cultural legacy, being the birthplace of celebrated figures like novelist Charles Dickens and engineer Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Its theatres, music venues, and annual events further enhance its appeal. With excellent transport links to London and beyond, it is an unmissable destination for history enthusiasts and travellers alike. Leicester, the largest city in England's East Midlands, is a place where history and modern life blend seamlessly. Nestled on the River Soar, it dates back to Roman times as the settlement of Ratae Coriel Tavorum. Throughout the Middle Ages, Leicester flourished as a market town, later growing into an industrial hub known for hosiery, footwear, and light engineering. The construction of the Grand Union Canal and railway connections fueled its expansion, transforming it into a key center of commerce. Despite its growth, the city preserves its historical charm, blending centuries-old architecture with a lively shopping district. Leicester is also one of the UK's most diverse cities, shaped by waves of immigration from South Asia, Somalia, and Eastern Europe. This multicultural influence is reflected in its food scene, festivals, and community life. Sports enthusiasts will recognize Leicester as home to Leicester City FC, famous for their stunning Premier League victory in 2016, and the Leicester Tigers, one of England's top rugby clubs. For travelers, Leicester offers a mix of heritage, culture, and modern attractions. Norwich, the historic capital of Norfolk, England, is a city where medieval heritage blends seamlessly with modern vibrancy. Nestled along the River Wensum, about 160 kilometers northeast of London, Norwich is famed for its well-preserved medieval architecture, making it one of England's most picturesque cities. Dominating the skyline is Norwich Cathedral, founded in 1096, with its striking 96-meter spire and extensive cloisters, the largest in England. Nearby, Norwich Cathedral, built shortly after the Norman conquest, is now an important historical site, renowned for its Gothic architecture and cultural heritage, while also housing many valuable works of art. The medieval charm extends to its winding cobbled streets, half-timbered houses, and the bustling Norwich Market, one of the largest and oldest open-air markets in England. In the past, Norwich thrived as a major wool trade hub, attracting Flemish weavers and immigrants who contributed to its prosperity. By the 18th century, it was one of England's most important provincial cities, later becoming a centre for footwear manufacturing. Today, the city has evolved into a vibrant cultural and economic hub and a thriving arts scene. Recognized as England's first UNESCO City of Literature, Norwich has a deep literary tradition, from Julian of Norwich's medieval writings to its status as a modern publishing centre. Exeter is a historic cathedral city, and the county town of Devon, southwest England, nestled along the banks of the River Exe. Located just 10 miles from the English Channel, the city boasts a rich heritage that spans over 2 millennia, evolving from an ancient tribal settlement to a thriving modern hub. Exeter's history dates back to the Dumnonii, a Celtic tribe that settled here before the Romans arrived in AD 55. The Romans transformed it into Isca Dumnoniorum, a key military base that later became a thriving town. Its strategic location made it a target for Viking raids, medieval sieges, and the English Civil War. Exeter Cathedral, a stunning Gothic masterpiece, has shaped the city's skyline for centuries. Founded in the 11th century, its current design dates to the late 13th century. With an intricate vaulted ceiling and magnificent stained glass windows, it is a must-visit for history and architecture lovers. Exeter's medieval past is still visible in its ancient city walls, which follow the original Roman fortifications, and the Guildhall, one of England's oldest municipal buildings. Rougemont Castle, built shortly after the Norman conquest, remains a historic attraction, offering visitors a glimpse into Exeter's medieval defences. Beyond its historical landmarks, Exeter has evolved into a vibrant cultural and educational hub. And it is also a gateway to the stunning landscapes of Devon and Cornwall. Lincoln, the county town of Lincolnshire, England, is a city steeped in history, perched on a hill overlooking the River Witham. Once a Roman settlement known as Lindum Colonia, it still preserves remarkable ancient relics, including Newport Arch, the oldest Roman arch in Britain, still in use. Lincoln's most iconic landmark is Lincoln Cathedral, a breathtaking Gothic masterpiece that held the title of the world's tallest building for over 200 years. Opposite the cathedral stands Lincoln Castle, built in the 11th century, home to one of the original copies of the Magna Carta. Winding cobbled streets, like Steep Hill, lead visitors through charming historic houses, cozy tea rooms, and artisan shops. The city's rich past includes its Viking era, when it became a key trading hub, and the medieval period, when it thrived on the wool and textile industries. Medieval structures like Stonebow and the historic Bailgate area still evoke Lincoln's storied past. Today, Lincoln is not just a historical treasure, but also a vibrant cultural destination. The city hosts lively festivals, a famous Christmas market, and a variety of cultural events. Visitors can immerse themselves in quintessential English charm, from traditional pubs to museums, showcasing Roman and medieval artifacts, making every visit a journey through time. Stirling, one of Scotland's most historically significant cities, lies on the banks of the River Forth, strategically positioned between Edinburgh and Glasgow. Dominated by the imposing Stirling Castle, which sits atop a 75-meter volcanic crag, the city has long been a key stronghold. Once a fortress for the ancient Picts, Stirling became a royal burgh in 1130 and played a crucial role in Scotland's fight for independence. From the 12th to the 16th century, Stirling was a political and cultural centre, often serving as Scotland's de facto capital. Its castle was a favoured residence of the Stuart kings, and the city's medieval streets were lined with grand townhouses, many of which still stand today. However, after the union of the Scottish and English crowns in 1603, Stirling's national influence waned, though it remained an important regional hub. Today, Stirling is celebrated as the gateway to the Highlands, attracting visitors with its rich heritage, stunning landscapes, and vibrant cultural scene. Beyond Stirling Castle, tourists can explore the Wallace Monument, wander through the city's medieval streets, or take in panoramic views from the surrounding hills. The city's strategic location has made it a key transportation hub, and its mix of historical sites, museums, and outdoor activities make it an essential stop for anyone exploring Scotland. Perth, Scotland, is a city steeped in history, nestled along the banks of the River Tay. With roots tracing back to prehistoric times, the area has been continuously inhabited since Mesolithic hunter-gatherers arrived over 8,000 years ago. By the 12th century, Perth had grown into a prosperous trading hub and was even considered Scotland's de facto capital for a time, serving as a royal residence and political centre. Throughout history, Perth played a pivotal role in Scotland's struggles for independence. Preston, a historic city in Lancashire, England, sits at the lowest crossing of the River Ribble before it meets the Irish Sea. With roots tracing back to a Roman fort at Walton-le-Dal, its name derived from priests' town hints at an early religious settlement. By the Domesday Book of 1086, Preston had emerged as a key market town, a status it has maintained for over a millennium. Throughout the centuries, Preston evolved from a medieval trading hub to a powerhouse of the textile industry. By the 1500s, it was a center for wool and linen, later booming during the Industrial Revolution with mills, engineering works, and a thriving port. The city played a pivotal role in the cotton trade, and by the 19th century, its factories were producing vast quantities of yarn. Visionaries like Richard Arkwright and John Kay helped revolutionize textile manufacturing here. Preston also holds a rich political and social history. It was a royalist stronghold during the English Civil Wars, saw decisive battles during the Jacobite Rebellion, and inspired Charles Dickens's novel Hard Times through its 19th century labor struggles. The city was a key site in the suffragette movement, with activist Edith Rigby leading the charge for women's rights. Doncaster is a historic city in South Yorkshire, England, known for its rich racing and railway heritage. Situated on the River Don, it is the second largest settlement in South Yorkshire after Sheffield. With a population of over 160,000, Doncaster grew from a Roman fort, known as Downham, established in the 1st century CE. Over the centuries, the town has evolved, gaining prominence after the Norman conquest and flourishing during the medieval period. Today, the city is home to a range of historic landmarks and cultural sites, with a vibrant market that has been a staple of the community for centuries. The city seamlessly blends its rich heritage with modern commerce, offering a diverse mix of shopping, dining, and entertainment options to suit all tastes. In addition to its historical significance, the area provides a wealth of cultural experiences, from scenic parks to beautifully preserved landmarks. The city also boasts a thriving arts scene, making it an ideal destination for those seeking both relaxation and exploration. With excellent transport links, it serves as a convenient base for discovering the surrounding region. The city offers a diverse range of experiences, from fascinating history and cultural richness to tranquil outdoor spaces, all set in a welcoming and accessible environment. Sunderland, a coastal city in Tyne and Wear, England, sits at the mouth of the River Wear along the North Sea. With a history dating back to the Anglo-Saxon era, it was once home to Monquemouth Monastery, founded in 674, where the Venerable Bede, the father of English history, studied. The city's name originates from land sundered by the river, and it grew around three settlements: Monk Wearmouth, Bishop Wearmouth, and Sunderland. During the medieval period, Sunderland thrived on fishing, coal, and salt trading. By the 17th century, it became a key coal export hub, and by the 18th century, it was Britain's premier shipbuilding centre. The city earned a global reputation for shipbuilding, once producing a quarter of the world's ships. However, economic shifts in the late 20th century led to the decline of coal mining and shipbuilding, prompting diversification into automotive engineering and electronics. With its rich history, coastal charm, and evolving economy, Sunderland offers a dynamic destination for visitors exploring England's northeast. Salford, a city in Greater Manchester, England, sits on the western bank of the River Irwell, bordering Manchester. With a history stretching back to Neolithic times, it was officially named in the early Middle Ages, and later became a prominent centre for textile production. By the 18th century, the city had transformed into an industrial powerhouse, thriving on cotton manufacturing, coal mining, and engineering. The construction of the Bridgewater Canal in 1761 revolutionized coal transport to Manchester, spurring economic growth. Salford further expanded in the late 19th century with the opening of the Manchester Ship Canal, which turned it into a major inland port. However, the 20th century brought industrial decline, leading to urban decay and significant socio-economic challenges. Today, the city continues to evolve, blending history with modern innovation. Salford is rich in cultural and architectural heritage, featuring landmarks like Ordsall Hall, Salford Cathedral, and the Lowry Arts Centre. The city is also home to the University of Salford and various sports clubs, making it a dynamic hub of education, creativity, and entertainment. Bradford, located in West Yorkshire, England, is a city with a rich industrial and cultural heritage. During the 19th century, it flourished as a global centre for textile manufacturing, earning the title of the wool capital of the world. While its textile industry declined in the mid-20th century, Bradford reinvented itself with a strong presence in finance, manufacturing, and service industries. The city is renowned for its stunning Victorian architecture, including the Italianate-style town hall and the Venetian Gothic wool exchange. Bradford Cathedral, with origins dating back to the 15th century, stands as a testament to the city's long history. As a hub for arts and culture, Bradford is home to the National Science and Media Museum, the scenic City Park, and the iconic Alhambra Theatre. In 2009, it was designated the world's first UNESCO City of Film, recognizing its deep-rooted connection to cinema. The city hosts various cultural events, including the Bradford Animation Festival and Bollywood film celebrations. As the UK City of Culture for 2025, Bradford continues to embrace its vibrant mix of history, creativity, and multicultural influences. Whether exploring its historic landmarks, engaging in its thriving art scene, or experiencing its lively festivals, visitors will find a city that seamlessly blends tradition with innovation. The United Kingdom is home to some of the world's most fascinating cities, each offering deep insights into urban history, culture, and development. From historic centers that have shaped the nation's past to modern hubs driving innovation, these must-visit destinations reveal the evolution of the UK's urban landscape. Whether you're exploring iconic landmarks, walking through centuries of architectural change, or experiencing the pulse of contemporary city life, the cities of the UK offer a journey through time and transformation. Start planning your trip and uncover the rich stories woven into the streets of these remarkable cities.